Hello, folks. Welcome to Tuesday night. Belinda's going live on YouTube. um, how are people doing out there today? Are you having fun with the heat? I'm pretty hot. I have Charlotte. Let me try to redo this a little different. Charlotte and Felicity with me. Both are very hot from the heat. Yeah, so I figured I would jump up on here, and I'd like to see myself do a live, like more consistent, like every Tuesday at a certain time. I was thinking that would be a good idea. I don't know about the timing. Sorry, I'm gonna eat some fruit here. I see someone's here. How do you see who it is? Like, I don't know. Oh, just spit all over my thing. Does it show you? No. Manage. Maybe that's a feature you get down the road. Yeah, I don't see. Anyway, I had a great trip on the weekend. It was funny because this time there was a lot of different reactions taking Charlotte with me. We first went to get on the bus. The bus drivers came up and said, "Oh, do you have a car seat?" Like, this is the maritime bus here in Nova Scotia. "Do you have a car seat?" And I said, "No, she's not real." And he's like, "Really?" And looked at her. "You don't have a car seat." Like, he didn't believe me. Like I was saying this to I don't know, get the baby on there without putting it in a car seat. I don't know, but anyway. So Stephanie from In Love with Reborns did a beautiful, beautiful job. Very realistic. So anyway, I got her. Everything was fine. I had her in one of those carriers. So I put her on the maritime bus, and we headed off to Moncton, and that was really good. Headed off to Moncton, got in a couple cabs. Neither one of them asked for car seats, which was strange because I thought they had to. But anyway, I never thought about any of this, right? So went to, I guess, when we were at IHOP. The waitress never said a word, and I had Charlotte just laying beside me in the booth, just laying there on a blanket. And this older couple walked by, and she peeked in, and the man was French because Moncton is bilingual, mainly French, I think, in Moncton. And you could tell he had an accent and stuff, and he was speaking English, and he said, oh, I don't know what that says. He said, "Oh, you got a baby, blah, blah, blah. No, she's so cute and everything." And they're looking, and his wife, I'm presuming it was his wife, was looking kind of funny. And I said, "Oh, no, no, no." I said, and I got her, and I was holding her, and I said, she's not real. She's a reborn baby. And, "Oh, is she so cute? Blah, 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 blah." And he still thought it was real, right? And then I handed it to him. "Do you want to hold her?" "Oh, yeah." And I handed it to him. I said, "She's not real." Then he touched her face. Oh my God. "Well, it looks really real." And the waitress was like, "I didn't think that was real." I said, "I must have been a really bad mother, just throwing the baby on the booth and just putting it there, like, and just ignoring it while I'm stuffing my face with food." She just laughed. So that was funny. And we had a couple other people, and we were waiting to get seated. There's a section when you're waiting to get seated in IHOP, you just sit there, and a few people asked. One lady was quite intrigued and thought it was great. So I think on this adventure, I got a mixture of positive and negatives, kind of when it came to Charlotte. So, excuse me, I shouldn't be eating. I won't eat anymore. So yeah, so I'm out with Charlotte and we go, yes, we said before we left, we wanted to go to the casino. So we went to the casino entrance and the security said, no, you can't come in like with the baby. Can't have any minors. And Trevor said, oh yeah, she can go in. She's okay. Like she's, a reborn baby. She's not. No, you can't. I said, are you joking? Do you believe that she's not real? And I'm like, yeah, but the security cameras are still going to pick it up. You walking through with a baby, and then they're going to ask me about why I let a minor in, right? And it's so weird because in the United States, when you go to any of the casinos there, everybody walks around with children. Well, I don't want to say anywhere in the United States. I'm just going to say in Las Vegas, not Las Vegas. My mind is going. Um, I can't think of it. Where does everybody go? Anyway, the big place everybody goes to go on. Somebody tell me what I'm trying to think. What is it? Not. Why can't I think of it? Anyway, I can't think of it. Anyway, what's wrong with me? So yeah, she had to call up. I said, never mind, Trevor, I'll just sit. She doesn't have to call up, right? Hi, Angela. Thanks for joining. Happy to see you. So yeah, oh gosh, I'm just lost for words where I went. I just kind of started watching Angela and then I got lost for words. So I said to Trevor, no. She doesn't have to call up to security and go through all that. And he says, she does. This is a therapy baby. And I'm like, oh my goodness, I'm just gonna So anyway, she calls up and she said, I just want to let you know that I'm gonna let this lady in. She has it in a carrier, front carrier, and looks like a baby, but it's not a real baby. And anyway, I just wanted to let you know, so you know that I'm not letting in any minors or anything. So they said, oh, okay. So we went in the casino. And we didn't get too many looks in there. There's a few people looking, probably thinking, look at this woman, like just gambling away in the machines. And I'm not much for the machines. It just I'm not much. I just a little bit here and there because I'm not much to gamble. So you're late because you were watching me. Were you really? You were watching a different video and that's why you're late, Angela. I love you. So yeah, that was funny going in there with Charlotte. Had a great time. When Trevor was doing his poker thing, I was able to go in the pool and the hot tub, and it was so nice. At first when I went down, it was there was kids and stuff, but then at checkout at 11, because we stayed 2 nights, they left and I had the whole place to myself. It was so nice. It was so nice. And I got in the pool, then I get in the hot tub, then I get in the pool, then I get in the hot tub. It was so nice. How was everybody else's weekend out there? What was your weekend like, Ange? Well, people say how their weekend was. When I was in the hot tub, I was thinking, my gosh, it would be nice to just live here. I don't know too many people that would enjoy that like me, with my freaky deaky mind. But I thought this would be really nice to live here. If you just pay monthly fee, if they had the buffet included and you just had a pool, you had your room cleaned, you could go down and get your food, you never had to cook. That's my ideal situation, really. It's a little funny, but it is. I would love that situation. Oh my gosh, it makes me sound like I'm really lazy, but it's not that. I'd rather spend my time doing things that I enjoy, right? And wouldn't most of us rather spend our time doing things that we enjoy than doing things that we don't enjoy, right? Um, so yeah, I was like, oh, and I was to the point where I was thinking in my head, okay, so if it costs this much a night for 30 days, what would that look like for a monthly fee? And then I was like doing all that in my head. Because really, when you have a house, you're paying your expenses, you're doing your lawn maintenance, the plumbing, you're paying for that, and any renovations or fixing, cars insurance, all those things. If you go to the gym, because there's a gym there, if you go to the gym, if you go and have a membership, like to get in a pool, because I did that, I had a monthly membership to do that. You have that expense. You also have your internet, your power. Um, oh, your niece's birthday is today. I seen that on the post there. You're so proud of her. And it's amazing how she has gone through school. I didn't know she had a little one too, but that's wonderful. Your niece, the doctor, Doctor, Dr. Blackmore. I think that's fantastic. I hope you guys had a nice birthday together. Um, yeah, so you'd have all your expenses paid. And you could just do what you'd like to do. If it's reborning, painting, writing, um, whatever you like to do, you don't have to take care of the regular daily things, meal prep, laundry, all those things. Dr. Blackmore. Oh, I love it. Um, so yeah, that would be that. I don't know. I've had different dreams over the years where one dream was um, where there's this big apartment sort of thing and everybody helps out. And there's certain people that do the babysitting, certain people that work, elderly people stay there, live there, pass there. Everybody helps out. It's like a communal, not a cult, but it's like a communal thing. It's a weird dream of mine. And I think about that sometimes, like a big, big old house that family live there and help each other out and stuff. But you have to be able to get along with your family. And I don't know what it is. We've become less tolerant of our families, I think. I mean, maybe not everybody, but I don't know. What do you guys think? I didn't plan anything for this live per se. I just thought I'd jump on here and just do a chat. I'll show you. You got, oh, I don't know if you can see Charlotte. Charlotte's here. She's so hot from the trip. She's exhausted. She had an exhausting time. She had a great time. She had the video will be posted soon. She had a rough night there. The first night settling in from the trip. On the train back, she slept pretty much all the way. So yeah, that video I think I might do a premiere with that video. I've never done that before. That's when you put the video up and you can live chat at the same time. So I might try that. This is Felicity. That's actually the Felicity kit. I don't know. I got her just in cool clothes too because it's so hot here. So this is the Felicity kit that I reborned. Issy baby, she's one of my first ones. Issy baby. She's so cute. She's fair. She only has a little bit of hair. But I love this REBORN kit, which is an actually 3D image. And then they put it into a kit. But look at her little chin. She's so cute. I got to put my glasses on. Jeanette. Oh my gosh, I got to put my glasses on. Anyway, yeah, both babies are here. You can see some of my babies in the background. Both of them are just relaxing. And because it's so hot. Hi, Jeanette M. Nice to see you. I'm happy that you're here. Thank you for joining us. So, how about in, I guess, the discussion of me talking about, wouldn't it be nice to live in a motel or hotel? If you could get rid of one of your chores, one daily chore, what would it be? Aw, thank you. I love them. I love my babies. If you could get rid of one daily chore, what would it be? I guess mine would be cooking. I hate it. It's terrible. Your friend lived at the like 6 months at the motel. Wow. Nice. Dishes. Doing the dishes, yeah. I hate the dishes, but I am fortunate enough to have a dishwasher. So I'm very lucky for that. I hate loading it and unloading it, but I know for a period of time, in a different location I lived, I didn't have a dishwasher. My gosh, I missed it. Really, really missed it. Yeah, I really love having a dishwasher. It makes a big difference. But honestly, I'd rather do the dishes than cook. I don't like to make food. And I guess that's why my eating habits are so poor. And yeah, because I've never really taken a real interest in how to prepare something really healthy for myself and family. Hi, sweetie. Hi, heavenly babies. Aw, I'm happy you caught me too. Yay! I'm going to try to do this every Tuesday at the same time, 7 my time. I don't know what that looks like for everybody else. So if it becomes something that's really hard for people, I will switch that. But I know it's so hard. I know I want to go on I want to watch lots of lives and I find it hard because of the time frame difference. My trip was beautiful. Such a relaxing getaway. And I had different adventures. I'm going to upload that video with Charlotte. I had a lot of reactions and I didn't put them on the video because I'm really, I don't know, I guess I'm not, I don't want to say brave, but I'm not forward enough to say, can I record you or this reaction? You know what I mean? I know if you're in a public place, like in a park or something like that, it's okay to record. But I think when you're in somewhere, it's harder. Yes, people did think she was real. Oh, they did. The bus driver was not letting me on without a car seat. The train, they didn't request a car seat, but they did ask, and we did say that she's a reborn baby. She's not real. In the train station, waiting to get on the train because the train was so delayed coming home, there were so many people inquiring, and it was so interesting because I found I got a lot of positive feedback from older people, and more kind of funny looks from people maybe my age and younger, which was strange. I bought bays out and people kept saying, what a beautiful baby. It was my fault. Oh, I want to get a silicone baby someday. I really, really do. That's one of my things I'll check off. You have a little list of what you see, but in my collection for sure, I'd like to get one. I thought about starting out with a silicone that you can get on eBay. Is it AVITA? Vita? Is that right, my heavenly babies? I think that is right. I was thinking about getting one of those as my first silicone so I can see more what it's like to feel and hold them and stuff like that. So, but yeah, that's exactly what I was thinking. Yeah, there was one lady on the train back, she was sitting up beside us, and she was talking to Trevor. I wasn't talking to her much. I'm really more of an introverted person. I talk a lot on here, but I'm when out and about. I'm not a very, unless I have something specific to talk about. But small talk is not me. Is not me. I'm not a small talker. So anyway, he was talking with her about this, that, and the other thing, and he she was she said something about the baby, and he explained to her, no, this is a reborn baby, blah blah. And he's so supportive. He's so supportive with me, going around with me with the baby. He doesn't mind. He'll hold the baby. There's one video there. He's pushing her in a shopping cart because I don't have a car seat or nothing. Anywho, the woman was like, why? Like, just why would you do that? Or why? And I didn't say anything. I just wanted to see what Trevor would say. And he continued to talk about how some people find it therapeutic. Some people, collect them and they like to take them around, in nursing homes. Some people like them for nursing homes and things like that. And it's just, she started to proceed to talk about this woman she knew in her neighborhood that had some kind of problem, and she would push a baby stroller around all the time in her neighborhood, and no one would do anything about it, or could do anything about it, because they called the police and stuff, and something like that, and no one could do anything about it because she wasn't harmful to herself or someone else. Like, this is what she was talking about. And I've been a mental health, you know, support worker for a long time. I'm retired now. So I did a lot of work, and I don't know why it bothers people so much. If it's not hurting you, what's the difference? You know what I mean? What is the real difference? I sell budget babies really cheap. I buy the eBay babies and paint them. Oh, I'm an artist, and the one I have for sale is only $2.99. Even Stephanie gave me a shout out saying my babies are beautiful. Oh, I got to check you out. So the budget babies that you buy from eBay, are those like that Avita babies? Oh, Via Rail girl. Hello, are you listening to my Via Rail story? um Outside waiting for the cab after we got there and back to our hometown, we were speaking to Roxanne from Via Rail, and talking just about cabs and just about reborn babies. She was fascinated with it, and she talked about a relative of hers who has a collection of them. She's very positive, but yeah, and it's nice when you have positive people and reactions, because you don't, like, does it really matter to anyone else? Why do you have to be so concerned if someone walks down the street with a stuffed animal, a doll, or with whatever? Like, does it really matter? It's not affecting you. People can be so judgmental. And but yeah, I'm not going to focus on that, or focus on all the wonderful, wonderful one lady, like in the Via Rail station in Moncton. She was an older lady. She wanted pictures with Charlotte. She got pictures with Charlotte, and she just loved her. She loved her. She couldn't wait to show people in her family Charlotte. And she was asking me how much they are and things like that. Um, this is Felicity. Let's see. I'm doing it as a job to help people get cheap, beautiful babies. This one I got for sale is super floppy and 20 Echo Flex. And I use expensive paints and seals. Oh, you just tuned in, did you? You never heard of the lady on the train. The lady on the train, you can rewatch this video, but she was sitting across from us, and she was just talking and curious why someone would do that and what would be the purpose of it. And then she proceeded to talk about, she knew someone in her neighborhood that pushed a stroller around with a doll in it, and that she needed help, and that they wanted to get her help, but the police wouldn't do anything for her because she wasn't harmful to herself or anyone else. Well, if anybody calls anybody on me because I'm going around with me baby, oh my gosh. And my partner right away said, well, Belinda's been working in the mental health field for like 14 plus years. She's retired. Like, you know, I don't know. It's just weird. Weird, weird, weird. Yes, Avita Valiance. Oh, I got to check that out. But I've been silicone painting for years and decided now to help others. Oh, that is so nice, Heavenly Babies. Silicone babies are really expensive, really expensive. And so to do that is fantastic. I got to check that out. That's extreme to call the police for walking your reborn. Yeah. Well, I don't know if it was a reborn, it was just a doll or whatever. She was just, it doesn't matter. They're all dolls, right? But I mean, and if you watch any kind of the reborn babies, we all know if you're a reborn collector and you take babies out on outings, that you got to be prepared for positive and negative kind of responses, right? And you don't want to let that bother you. And it doesn't let me bother me, but it's just that someone would thought that that was something that they had to do, was to contact police, is strange. Like, if it makes someone happy, who cares? So what do you guys think out there? Do you think, or what do you think about reborn collectors who actually take their babies, dolls out with them on a vacation, on a getaway like I did? Am I some kind of weirdo that's looking for attention? Or, why would I do that? What would be the purpose of it? And who cares if it's comforting? I know some people out in the community, I've heard people say that I don't say it's therapeutic. I find it therapeutic. I do. I do find it therapeutic for me. It brings such joy and happiness to me, and I've always loved dolls. I know 100% they're not real. I know they're not real. It's all good. I love to role play with the babies, and I know other people out there do too. Yes, and the paints. That's strange. I think it's awesome. It's their therapy, and even my doctor told me that. Oh, really? Heavenly Babies. Exactly, and that's what they are made for, is therapeutic reasons and for collectors. That's right, and I thought about that too. People have support animals. And I was thinking that when I was getting on the bus and on the train and stuff, and we went to the casino with the baby. I have some pictures on my video that's going to be uploaded of going to the casino with the baby. This is funny. Anyway, yeah, they weren't going to let us in at first because yeah, it's, first they thought it was real, and then we found out it wasn't real. She had to call to get, and I understand that you had to call because, the cameras would pick up a woman walking around with the baby. They had to make sure that, that she didn't get in shit for letting someone walk around and undermine her with, with a doll. But when I was sitting there, I got a lot of different looks, which, you know what? I probably would look at someone if I seen a baby, in a casino, right? But whatever. Yes, my doctor asked me to bring one of mine in to show her, and everybody was knocking on the door to hold the baby and look at it, and they just loved it. Oh, you have to go, Rocks. And I don't know if I'm pronouncing your name right, but thank you so much. I'm shocked that you came and checked me out. I'm really happy that you did. I'm really happy that you did. You're a great employee for Via Rail. You even waited to see and was going to help us with our bags into the cab. You're really wonderful staff. Don't find that very often nowadays. So have yourself a great night, Roxanne. I don't know if I'm saying your name right. Roex. I'm not sure. Sorry. I do. I do. I think the babies are, there's lots of collectors and they just collect and and there's nothing wrong with that. No one has to take their babies out in an outing. No one. But whatever you choose to do is up to you. And I don't think anybody should be judgmental on someone else, right? Yeah. If you don't do it, that's fine. But if someone else does it, that's fine too, right? And I mean, I've watched videos of different nursing homes, and I can't remember the name of the company, but it's just this lady who started a company, and she has all these babies. They're not reborn babies, but they're lifelike looking babies. And you could probably find the video on YouTube. And she's actually gone in with a bunch of babies and starting handing them out to people in the nursing homes. And oh my gosh, the looks on the faces of the elderly people that are getting these babies. They love them, love them. Even the men, they're just like, it just brightens like newness. A new being, a new human being is so pure and innocent and beautiful and everything. I mean, I can look at my reborn babies and some people admire flowers, you know? It's interesting. I think that's fantastic, that company and what she does. Babies brighten everybody's life, whether it's fake or real. And these are so lifelike that it's like you're holding a real baby. Is that the name of her? Babies Brighton? Oh, okay. Yeah, exactly. You shouldn't meet a minimum if they don't like it. That's what I think too. You know, I think one of the slogans Dad used to say, and I like it, is live and let live. Live and let live. You live your life, let other people live theirs, right? Um, so, how about just trying to think of different things that we could do? What do you think, like for lives, what do you like to do on a live, or what do you find interesting? Um, do you like changing videos where you change babies, talking about babies, outings? Do you like something completely different, like a question and answer kind of thing? Are you interested in like mental health conversation? Because that's where my mind tends to go, working in the field so long. Do you like planned lives? Like if I plan something all out, mixture, or just completely improv? Like this is completely improv. I'm just whatever talking about my trip and have a few things written down. That was trying to figure out what kind of lives people like. Um, do you like just having conversations? You know, like we are now. Let me think. Let me think. I Myself personally, I love lives. I love watching them. I like engaging immediately and saying something and someone will respond back. It's just cool to see other people responding back, and or the person, the video host responding back. And I remember the first time I went on a live, because I went to watch a live on In Love with Reborns, and when she said my name, I was like, she said my name. Like, wow, like the celebrity said my name. Oh, it was funny. It was funny. And then when she did a lot, not alive. Was it alive? Yes, it was alive, when she packed up Charlotte and getting Charlotte in her box and ready to send her to me. And she did all that. I was just like glued to that TV, like, oh, look at my baby. Oh, I can't wait till she comes. And it's just so fun. It's so fun. Lives are fun. I find them fun. Um, I mean, we could have a topic discussion every time on a Tuesday. We could just do whatever. It could be all about babies. I mean, I'm willing to What am I looking for? No, never mind. I'm kind of staring off in space here. Anyway, you do got to watch my uploading video. I'm still kind of editing a bit because I tend, when I do my videos, I tend to, especially outings, I get a lot of stuff that I got to cut all this stuff out. Those are the only things that I edit, like, because you don't want to put, I don't know, there's sometimes it's just the camera angle's horrific and I'm still trying to figure out how to hold the camera on. You got my hand and you got this and that and my face and everything. Hi, Kay. Nice to see you. You watched that live? Oh, did you? You watched when Charlotte was getting packed up, my baby? Aw. Oh, I love it. Oh my gosh. Um, yeah, I do love lives, and I like doing different things. Like, I thought maybe a truth or dare or something sometime we could do. Um, something like that. What did I have written down here? Yeah, it's just basically about lives, I guess. So yeah, once again, my trip was wonderful. I had a wonderful trip, a getaway, despite the fact the train was delayed 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 4 hours. And the bus on the way down was delayed because they got someone on the bus in a wheelchair, and the mechanism to get the person off the bus, maritime bus, was not working, or they couldn't figure out because the woman was just stranded on the bus. She couldn't get off. So they had to get like someone to come and fix it. And oh, it was a whole rigmarole. So we had to wait for that. And it was just, yeah, it reminds me how privileged you are when you have your own vehicle. You know, our vehicles were in for repair, and I was looking forward to going on the train because I used to travel so much back and forth on the train from Truro, Nova Scotia to Cape Breton Island because my family was all from there and all our vacations and things were there. So, but yeah, to have the privilege of owning your own vehicle is, we just sometimes really forget about when we didn't have things. When you have things, sometimes you forget when you didn't have things. And many, many, many years I didn't have a vehicle, relying on other people to take you places, take you grocery shopping, my mom, family, walking everywhere with my daughter in the stroller, in the wagon. Even, in the winter when you knew there was a storm coming, you'd have to walk to make sure you had milk and bread and candles or whatever in case the power went out, all that kind of stuff. My outing with Charlotte was wonderful, Kay. Wonderful. I'm going to have some video. I'm just editing it, edit, editing it a bit before I upload it. So yeah, it was nice. It was nice to have her with me. I found like I carry her in like a front carrier, and I found the heat has been so hot in Nova Scotia, and it was really hot in Moncton too, that it makes you really hot. So I'm on the hunt for a car seat, which I know it would make life easier taking her in and out of the car and stuff. Because I know one of these days we're going to be pulled over because I'm carrying a baby in the front seat in my arms one of these days. Oh, yeah, I kid for granted, you don't realize that there are people who don't have vehicles or a whole food. Yes, that's right. There's lots of people that don't have vehicles, that don't have even phones. They don't have, I mean, I had to go to the food bank, when I had my daughter, Christmas time, and I got Christmas index parcels and things to help my child for Christmas, and those sorts of things happened in my early life, And even in my later life, when I was going to the community college, and it was not until I started to work full time within the mental health field that I had the ability to actually be able to get credit to get a used vehicle, and then started building credit from there. But prior to that, I worked retail and nursing homes, and I received income assistance for a while. And and there's longer, more personal stories involved in those reasoning why those things happened. However, I guess the conversation is more like, we don't want to forget where we came from. We don't want to forget that we're very lucky to be able to jump in a car if you do have a vehicle, and if you do have the ability to still drive it, to jump in a car and go to Moncton, Cape Breton, Halifax, all these maritime areas that I not frequent, but I have the privilege of going to. And I'm not a very good driver on the highway, so um my daughter lives in about an hour. For a normal, confident, speed limit driver, from here to Halifax is about an hour. But for me, I take the longer route. I'm not a fast driver. I'm a nervous driver. And that's part of my anxieties and stuff. And yeah, it takes longer, but have the privilege to actually do that. It's wonderful. Absolutely wonderful. And to have your food and milk and clothing, and the privilege to be able to have extra funds to actually have a hobby with babies. I mean, really, that is amazing. Because most of my life, until just the last few years, was about my family, my kids, and supporting and all that. And now I'm doing things that I love. Some people may think I've just, you know, gone off my rocker, and I hate that kind of expression, but um that is it's enjoying life, you know? My son spoke to me about a week ago, and he said, "Mom, I don't understand why you do the things that you do." And I'm like, "What do you mean?" The things that I do. Well, you start this project, you stop it, you move things around in the house. It's not normal. What do you mean normal? And well, the way you do things, like you make decisions, like for an example, I got a fence in my front yard, because I didn't have much of a backyard, and I got a fence in my front yard for my dogs, right? And I put some gravel down out there for them. It's easier to clean up after them and stuff. Um, I had to walk to work back and forth 2K all the time, and I always moved closer to my work. So if my job changed, my apartment changed, because I did move around a lot, because it makes sense to be able to walk back and forth. I mean, the cabs in this area, taxi cabs, just not something that I wanted to frequently use. um, Thank you, heavenly babies. Yes, I am very, very happy in my life now, stress free, enjoying what I love. And I hope everybody can do that. All of us baby collectors, we're having so much fun. It's like I feel like I'm a little girl again, but I'm I don't know. I don't know how to explain it. I'm just having so much fun. And that's what life is. Life is to have fun. You just never know. You just never know what the future holds, and what the future is for yourself, you know? Um, I was at the hospital today, um, taking and helping with my stepdad going for some tests. And when we were leaving the hospital, I passed by a girl, I won't say a girl, a woman, um, that I remember from my childhood, who is now battling cancer and just recently lost her son. And in those circumstances, I really don't know, like, I consider myself not a very good person that way, like, I'm not a very good friend, not a very good, um I find I'm awkward. I don't know what to do. I never spoke to her since what I think grade 3 and under. So it's elementary. But I recognized her. I looked at her for a minute. She looked at me for a minute. I recognized her. And it's just that could be me. I just can't imagine battling something, and I do watch some of those YouTube videos, people battling cancers and things, and the strength that they must, I mean, and then she recently just lost her son who was only young. So it's just, I don't know. We are so lucky when you're healthy, we're happy. So who cares if anybody judges you and they have something to say? Just whatever. The issue's with them, not you. And that's the way I kind of look at it. The issue definitely is with them and not you. And if you love your babies, or you love your stuffed animals, or you love dressing very, you know, out of the norm or the box of, well, I live in a small town, so anything out of the norm or the box is, quickly people are looking at you or making discussions. I seen so and so doing this, I seen so and so doing that. So yeah, people just, I know when I was growing up, I'll say this. I don't know if my mom is on here. Last time I come on here and I said something, and my mom later said, "And you said that?" And I didn't even know she was on my live till the end. I was just talking about baby dolls and how my mom told me, and she doesn't remember doing that, I was getting a little older for getting baby dolls for gifts and Christmas and stuff. Anywho, enough of that. Um, what was I saying? Where was I going with that? Um, yes, my mom used to say, I'd love to have a house, a purple house with a pink stink. That's what she'd say. I want a purple house with a pink stink. And I would laugh and I would say that to my daughter. Oh my gosh, I'm going to paint my house purple, put a pink stink there. And like, what's a pink stink? I don't know. A big blotch of pink paint just thrown there or what? I don't know. And so it's just, why not? What's wrong with having a purple house with a pink stink, or pink polka dots all over your house, or your front yard? I know at one time there was old tires that I took off my car and I didn't know what to do with them. So I decided I'd paint them and put them on my front yard, and then put flowers in them. It looked pretty cool, I thought. But my poor daughter at the time was mortified, absolutely mortified. She was a teen at that time. Now she wouldn't be like that, because she's different, right? We all struggle. We all, I would have been mortified too if my mother did that. But yeah, she was mortified, and I just love individuals and people who do things because they love it, and not because they feel they have to, or everybody else is doing it, or um I just love that I'm in a place in my life that I can do things without worrying about others. Your mom used to paint tires and put flowers in them. Ah, Angela, love your mother. Wonderful. You know what? If you go online, you can find so many beautiful things that people have done with tires. At Where was I? I think it must have been the PEI flea market that I was in, and I have a video uploaded because we took Charlotte there too. Um, there was a fella that was actually taking old tires, and he was turning them inside out and then shaping them like an actual pot out of tires. So nice. So nice. I liked it. Do you see painted tires in front lawns? Yeah, I like it. I like it. But when I did this, there wasn't painted tires in front lawns. So yeah. Oh my gosh. I remember growing up, my mom had, it was probably the 80s, and it was really popular for people to have a lot of plastic kind of things on their front lawn. And she had plastic flamingos and different things you could stick in your front lawn, right? And I thought it was different, right? And nowadays people would think that is so, like tacky, like I don't know what you'd say, like trailer trash. Should I say that? People would say things like that. And I just, there's nothing better when you come to a point in your life, no matter what age it is. I wish mine was a lot younger, that you care about what makes you happy, you know? And I think that's great. I live in a hot desert. Yard art is really? Oh, I'd love to see some pictures. I'd love to see some pictures of yard art. What is yard art? Like, is it, well, painted tires in front yards, just different things. Like I love rock gardens. I've seen different rock gardens that are painted. The rocks are painted really nice. And there was a rock one time placed in my yard. This was before I had the fence there. And it was placed in my front yard, and I went out doing something, and I seen this rock, and it was yellow. And I think that's when I had an Airbnb in here, because I was trying to bring in an income, and I had an Airbnb upstairs and I was downstairs, but we shared the same sort of kitchen. And well, actually, no, I made food for them. I made breakfast for them. The kitchen was off limits and stuff. So anyway, make a long story short, my Airbnb was Bee's house at the falls. So it was bee theme. It was yellow and black, yellow and black, yellow and black everywhere, curtains, bedding, walls, like dishes, everything, right? Everything. I still have walls that are yellow. So, but besides that, someone got a rock, and it was yellow and black, and they put it on my front lawn. And when you turned the rock over, it was a rock that said, if you find this rock, you can keep it, or you can take it and secretly put it on someone else's lawn, move it to a different location. I thought that was so wonderful. Like, and I've seen different rocks. It's Nova Scotia that I don't know. I think there's a web page where if the rock is moved, you take a picture of it and then you move it and put it somewhere else. And you could take this rock and travel it somewhere else and put it down. They're beautiful painted rocks, and they bring so much fun. They bring so much fun, like to find something like that. I don't know who put the rock there, but it was really nice to find. It made my day, simple things, simple things. You ever see that house on Victoria Street? She used to decorate it for like Christmas. Yes, and she still does. She still does. That house on Victoria Street. I love driving by that house in Truro in Victoria Street. She does her house up so beautiful, and she has some beautiful flowers. Like, and it looks like all wildflowers. I love wildflowers in comparison to little, I mean, I love all flowers, but my preference is wildflowers all over the place. It reminds me when I was a little kid wearing sundresses, playing in the backyard down in the wooded area that wasn't our property. And there was wildflowers everywhere. And I thought I was Laura Ingalls, I think, in my head, because my dad loved that show and he would talk about Laura Ingalls. And I would just imagine I was Laura Ingalls running through the wildflowers. So I've always loved wildflowers. Your mom has a landscaped yard with colored rocks. Solar lights at night. That would be so nice to see. It is beautiful, Angela. It is beautiful. Beautiful, beautiful. All right, guys. I think I'm going to go. We've been on here for almost an hour, and I loved it. So my goal is, first of all, I want to thank every single person that came and listened to me ramble on. I am so happy that you guys came and joined and are watching and are supporting and watching my videos and commenting and liking. And I really, really appreciate it so much. Um, and I love this community. I love feeling like I have online friendships, and that's kind of what it feels like. Um, so thank you guys so much. My goal is every Tuesday around this time, um, unless something has come up, but that's my goal. And so I would love, love, love to see you all here. I'm definitely going to check out Heavenly Babies to see what she's got there for her silicone babies. Thank you, Jeanette. I will see you next time. I really appreciate it. I loved going live. Thanks for doing the live. Yes, thank you for coming. Thank you for coming and watching. All right, guys, have yourselves a great week. I am going to think when I post the video of my weekend trip, I'm going to do a premiere, but I'm not 100% sure. I haven't done that, but I'm going to try that out. And I'm going live again on Saturday, I believe, but it will be early, I think, afternoon. All right, guys. Thanks a bunch. Bye. Take care. And Charlotte says bye. This is my baby Charlotte. Look at this angel face. I love her. I love her so much. This is Charlotte and all my other babies back there. And then I have Felicity, who's so light because I didn't understand how to fill babies then. I got to put some more filling in her to make her feel like she's really light. She's good. She's good for someone older. But this is my Felicity. I love her. She's so pretty. All right, guys. Love yous. Bye.